Hi, Nexus 8846 here. Just got back from the theater from watching Bumblebee, so welcome to Nexus Review number 21, the last review of the year. Yes, I'm counting this as a Nexus review, fuck you. Today, we're going to be talking about this little shit Bumblebee because he has what is probably one of the best fucking Transformers movies of all time. And if you care about spoilers, then click the fuck off this video and come back when you've seen the movie, because goddamn, that movie needs more support. Because I want to see more movies like it, honestly. Um, though I do think that maybe it should have been a bit more refined. So let's just get right into it. We start off with a Cybertron scene. We see a bunch of old classic characters in very G1-y designs. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Now, on first look, the Optimus looked almost exactly like this. On second look, there were things that were actually changed. For one, he didn't have a grill abs, well, he had the side of the head of the movie Prime, which, hey, I'm at least happy for it, because with some of the Autobot designs, they tried to incorporate some of the old movie designs. So for Bumblebee's case, it's his face and where the front of the car ends up. For Optimus's case, it's his ears. That's a pretty odd part of a guy to make the same while you change literally everything else. But hey, that's whatever. A lot of people complain that he had skinny legs. I don't think he had skinny legs. I think he looked fine. But yeah, we saw a lot of characters. John Bailey does a really good Shockwave. I feel it's better than his actual Optimus Prime voice, and I want to hear more of it. Legitimately, I do. So, John Bailey, since I know you kind of maybe watch a couple of my videos, do more of your Shockwave voice, man. Come on, that was amazing. And congrats to you, man. I mean, you sucked at actually playing Optimus Prime, but when you were playing emotionless, unfeeling characters like Shockwave and Soundwave, you were good. That's all I say. So yeah, Bumblebee goes to Earth. He fights Blitzwing, which in this movie the Seekers are basically Viacons. I'm sorry, I have to say this, but someone has to rip the Band-Aid off, and that's the truth. The Seekers are just Viacons. They die very easily, which was the case with Blitzwing. At least he got a couple of lines in. Onslaught. So afterwards, he loses his memory, and the movie completely changes tones to the point where it almost didn't feel like a Transformers movie until Big Man Optimus literally forces himself back in to remind you, oh hey, yeah, this is a Transformers movie. Here's Optimus. And then he goes, and just like that, he's gone. So, don't worry, he'll come back, apparently. And then Charlie meets whoever, then Bumblebee meets Charlie, and they actually have a cute little relationship, and then Mimo comes in, whatever his face is. He was very unmemorable. I have no idea why he was even in this movie. I don't know. Apparently they needed a Kid Appeal character for a movie about a Kid Appeal character. That's just how the film industry works, I guess. So yeah, they do some wacky shit. They get chased by the police. It's not Barricade, unfortunately. Barricade isn't in this. That's sad. Justice for Barricade. And then let's talk about Shatter and Dropkick. The first thing they do in the movie is they full on explain to us why Cliffjumper, the red Bumblebee, was never in any of the movies, and that's because he's fucking dead. He fucking died. Cut in half like a bitch. And dying like a bitch is what a lot of characters do in this movie. So yeah, they get a signal or whatever from Bumblebee. They go to Earth. They meet up with the American government, and they create the internet. Even though it's 1987 and the internet already existed. But yeah, sure, let's just take it like that. And also, apparently, it's revealed that they came up with the plans for the ISS. I'm sure, I'm sure that's fine, because after all, in these movies, we're supposed to believe that Megatron was the basis for all human technology, cars, airplanes, and all that shit. Even though I'm fairly certain Ford and the Wright brothers had no idea that there was an alien on Earth. No, whatever. Maybe they were just part of a bigger conspiracy. So after a while, they find Bumblebee after he, I don't know how else to say this, but has sex with a wall that causes a power surge, and then that apparently allows him to find him. I'm sorry, that's the best way I could describe it, because I honestly couldn't find any other ways. So, they track down Bumblebitch, they find they find him, military guys also find him, they capture Bumblebee after tasering him, which surprisingly actually worked, and then, after they find out that B is mute now because of Blitzwing, not Megatron for some reason, then Dropkick uses his gun, which doesn't actually shoot anything, to kill B in a prequel, to where he's the second main character in every other Transformers movie. Yeah. I did not believe for 1 second that he was dead. Because, like, I've seen the trope of, oh no, he's dead, so many times, and then, oh, look, he's not dead. That I was just bored with it. Okay, then Bumblebee goes to stop Shatter and Dropkick because they're trying to call the other Decepticons to Earth to tell them that Autobots are coming to Earth, which I honestly expected them to succeed because in the first Transformers movie, the first Transformers on Earth besides Bumblebee were Decepticons! Yeah, no, B and Charlie stop him before they do that. And then, well, Dropkick goes out like a bitch. Chains. Okay. And then, not even 2 minutes after that, Shatter dies. How? Well, I can't hate to say this, but it was actually quite cool. Mainly because I like it when giant robots use boats as weapons. Yeah, Shatter was killed by a boat. I'm saying that with a straight face, and yet I'm laughing my ass off. Yeah, Shatter was killed by a boat. And I gotta say, for a movie not directed by Michael Bay, they completely filled the Michael Bay explosion quota. Yeah, there was a lot of pointless explosions. Shatter dies, he explodes. Dropkick dies, he explodes. Bumblebee farts, he explodes. That didn't actually happen. Bumblebee fucks a wall, it explodes. And that happened, yeah. And then, at the end, Bumblebee turns into a Camaro. And then he meets up with this fucker. Yeah, he's on Earth now. Not, 20 years later when he's supposed to be, but no, on Earth in the 80s. Not in 2007. Yeah. And then at the end of the movie, you get a before credits scene. Yeah, that's how lazy after credits scenes have become. They became mid credits scenes, and now they're just before credits scenes. Which means, I guess they're just part of the movie. Bumblebee and Optimus talk. Bumblebee tells Optimus that his name is now Bumblebee and not a fucking serial code, which Transformers have never gone by in the past. Ever. And then the movie ends. After we see more Autobots coming to Earth. And I mean, continuity errors aside, I really liked this movie. I liked the new G1 inspired designs for the most part. Mainly for the characters who have explanations, such as Cliffjumper because he died, Brawn because we never see him again, Wheeljack because apparently he only looked like Albert Einstein after he was beaten half to fucking death, RC she looks, you know, like a normal Cybertronian until, if you remember in the prequel comics to Revenge of the Fallen, she is split into 3 personalities and 3 bodies. So hey, that was fine. Ratchet had a brief appearance, and I think Ironhide was behind him. I don't remember, honestly. I mean, yeah, okay. I do honestly forgive a lot of the Cybertronian designs for looking G1 because I know when they go to Earth, when they rescan stuff, they're probably going to look different anyways, because they have more complex vehicles to turn into. Kinda? I mean, there was a distinction between Bumblebee's Cybertronian car mode and a Volkswagen Beetle and a Jeep and a Camaro, which did actually kind of look like his 2007 Camaro design, so thumbs up there. Kinda. And the only thing that didn't really fit was Shadow and Dropkick's designs, because they just so happen to look almost exactly what would be in a Michael Bay movie. Like, in the last night, yeah. We saw the new designs. They were a lot more humanoid looking. Just think of Hot Rod. They looked like they were designed by the same people as Hot Rod. And yet everyone else looked like this with extra steps. I don't mean to toss you. You're actually one of my favorite figures this year. I'm not going to do a top 10. I don't think I really need to, because everyone else is doing it. No, let's just do it now. You're one of them. You're one of them. You're one of them. You two count as 2. Here's my complete collection. You're one of them. You're one of them. Starscream back there, you're one of them. Yeah, just whatever. I like some of the stuff that came out this year. Don't need to go explicitly. You're one of them. But yeah, should you see the Bumblebee movie? Yes!